Okay, here we are. Sorry everybody, it took me a couple minutes. I had a technical difficulty, starting just a couple minutes late. But here we go. We are going to be playing DioField Chronicle, a new game. We're going to play on hard. Brightness is fine. Let's go.
A way of life.
Please hurry!
I really like what they did with this opening scene here. It's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Defeat all enemies, all allies defeat all allies defeated. Well, we won't get that on the first mission.
So
First
far,
mission's
so
really
good.
easy.
We need to be sure the bandit's target hasn't come to harm. To the carriage.
Like we said, this is my 500 subscriber special. I'm doing a series, so we'll be playing DioField every Thursday. Hopefully until we complete it, as long as interest stays around for it. Alright, yeah, we know all that. We don't need tutorials.
Go.
So, and I'll try to talk about what I'm doing as we play too. Talk about some of the tips and strategies that I use and that I've shared in some of my previous videos.
Who are you?
Let's just say that we're soldiers.
Soldiers? Then might I ask you to secure this area? You will be rewarded, of course. Oh, and take this as well, just in case. It's a prototype, but it should serve you well.
Certainly. Please, seek shelter and leave the fighting to us.
Who do you lot think you are? Sticking your nose in where it don't belong. Hand her over!
Everything's going according to plan. You remember the next steps, Rhea?
Of course. Good. Then let's get this done.
Alright, here we go.
Understood.
It's a little tutorial battle, so this is not the most interesting thing to watch. We'll try to get it done quickly. And you just move over here, attack him from behind. We'll get that ambush bonus. Actually, we might as well do it with both of them.
Got it.
Now, come here, you.
Let's
There you
get
go.
going.
It's very boring until they give you your skills.
Target
A
eliminated.
little more interesting once you can actually
On my way.
take these guys out a lot faster.
Go.
They moved on me. Which one are you targeting? Probably Isolier.
On my way.
Yeah. Alright, so suppose we can talk about the roles here a little bit.
You're lucky to have made it this far, but your luck ends here.
There are even more of them to deal with now. What's the plan?
Let's find ways to hit as many of them as we can at
There
once.
we go. It's going to give us our skills now.
Doable, Rias.
Skills.
Very much so.
Good. Then let's get it.
Alright, so the little blue things, and I know some people maybe have played, some haven't, so I'll try to describe some of these things. The little blue things give you your, I believe it was the TP gauge in the bottom technical points. Technical points? I'm going to call them technical points. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct right now, but that's what we're going with. That charges up your Magilumic orbs, which are just your really big special area attacks. But let's see. This guy is by himself, so we will just take him out like we did the rest of them. So Isolier is your tank. Frederick is your... It's a little tanky, but more of like just fast and be able to get around the battlefield, attack the back lines. And then of course, Andreas here is your assassin. Like assassinate right here. Take this guy out real quick. So he's your damage dealer. Oh, and the green orbs are health. We'll pick that up. Gives everybody a little bit of health. And now, and I am playing this on Switch. Though it, I mean, other than using a controller versus keyboard and mouse, it plays the same as the Steam version. I did play the Steam demo a little bit, just so I had that reference. But with Switch, the left trigger is how I control everyone, and then setting waypoints is Y. Set waypoints with Y. But anyway, so we're gonna ambush these guys. Let's get Isolier up there because she's the tanky one. Send her in first. Do I have her skill? I do have Shield Bash. Okay. No, you need to move over here. I'll send him around to attack the one in the rear.
Very well.
There we go. Nope, nope. Go after him. And then I can move you behind. Get that ambush bonus. Let's see. Shield Bash, I can stun. Stuns him for, it doesn't last very long, but it does interrupt if they're doing using a skill, which we'll see in, I think, the next mission. And assassination is really powerful because if it finishes an enemy off, it resets your cooldown to 0 immediately. So you can use it like there, and then I can immediately use it again instead of waiting for the cooldown. So ideally, you get 2 or 3 enemies down to where assassination can kill them, and you can wipe out 3 of them at once really quick. Full frontal assault that I just used there on Frederick is really good later on when you're fighting archers, because eventually you can get a bonus to damaging archers with it. So it's really good for getting around the back lines and hitting a row of archers.
Can use it, perhaps.
A royal government prototype, huh? Well, let's see what it can do.
Yeah, TP gauge. I was right. Alright, so we have, we got probably 2 after I grab that. Yep. We got 2 charges on it. So, we're going to take these guys out real quick. We just got to get close enough. Probably about there. Use our Magilumic Orb. Hit all 3 of them. Looks like we're going to get all... Nope, I think we're getting all of them. Yep. Yeah, they're basically just huge summons that summon a monster, and you unlock more as you play through the game that do different things. Mission complete.
goodness you were here. Would you mind if I asked your names?
My name is Frederick Lester. My companion here is
Individual, hey. Yeah, I have that same problem. It is fine. It's
We are in the employ
like for all the main story missions, I tend to go back towards
I am Lorraine
my main
Lockshore.
party and not use the subordinate characters as much. And then I try to use the other characters on like the side missions and things. But I also, every chapter, I'll go back and grind a little bit on the previous missions for money and experience. So I'll use those characters then and kind of build them up. But honestly, I've kind of have my favorite skills and the characters that use those, and I've stuck to those for the majority of my missions.
I will see to it you are let through.
A Lord Councillor's private mercenary unit, eh? It seems the plan's coming together, Andreas.
Aye. Onward and upward. Let's go.
Andreas and his fellow Central Field mercenaries come to the rescue.
And for the benefit of those that are just watching,
Lorraine Lockshore.
obviously I'm not skipping the cutscene, so you can watch this.
Invited to join Duke Hende's private militia as a result of the prowess they display. This unit is headed by Commander Yolzum Jordan, a former knight from a mid-ranking noble family. And the mercenary trio's first task is to go and meet their new commander at the unit's base.
Here we are.
Whoa! Look at this! It's amazing! Wow!
The Duke is said to be a connoisseur of foreign culture. This, he would have had specially imported, I'm sure.
Well, well, well. Not just a ragtag band of sellswords after all. I'm intrigued.
Greetings, everyone. I'm the General Administrator for the unit, Lorraine Lockshore. And this is our commander.
Yulzim Jordan. I'm in charge of this unit. I assume you're the new recruits.
Yes. I am Frederick Lester.
Andreas Ronderson.
Isola Wigan, at your command.
Wigan. Well, he was a brilliant fighter. Never struck me as the fatherly type. I'm sure you will endeavor not to sully our unit's name.
I will.
Now, like other mercenaries, we take requests from the citizenry. But with one important caveat. Since this unit is financed by Duke Hende, his orders always take precedence. No exceptions. Don't disappoint him.
We will not. We will not. Individual 11. Yeah. Demo for 10 hours. Yeah. I was doing some research trying to figure out some of the questions people had about the game when I was coming up with some video ideas. And one of them was, what's max level in the demo? So I played for a while to get, I got all my characters but one to level 15, which was the max for the demo. So I had a pretty good war chest build up too at the end of the demo. Not to mention being about 2 or 3 levels ahead of the scenario levels I was playing. Alright. From now on, we'll be employing you as mercenaries. I look forward to working with you. As you heard from Commander Jordan, Duke William Hende set up this unit. Using his private funds, he endeavors to bring together the best talent from across Alatane.
Consequently,
And he expects a commensurate return. But with your skills, I trust he shall not be left wanting.
And with that,
Now then, before you take to the field, let's get you some
you will
equipment.
surely succeed.
We made arrangements at the shop. One of our assistants is there, so speak to them.
Come to think of it,
Oh, and let me replace the Magilumic orb. There is a risk of exploding in a state like that.
Very well.
Understood. Alright, we'll try not to spend too much time playing around camp and get to the missions quickly, but there is stuff that we need to do if we don't want to be underpowered. So, first off, it's a good idea every time you come back to camp, open your map and see if you have any objectives around, any missions, because sometimes you literally just need to talk to a person and it gives you gold and completes a quest. So always check, because you can get some easy gold, some easy upgrades sometimes doing that. But right now there's not really much other than going to the shop, so that's where we're going to go.
Yes.
Ah, Andreas, don't worry. Lorraine briefed me on the situation.
And also,
Here, you've been allocated this weapon. Yay.
yeah, well.
I know it's not much, but it beats anything you'll find in town. Thank you. I must say, rescuing an official by chance to become a Duke's hand. It's quite the luck. I suppose you could say that.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling you're destined for great things. Let's give our best for the unit, eh? Oh, I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but you'll have to equip that weapon if you want to use it. Yes, yes. Now we have equipment tutorials. Yes, yes. Oops. Alright. Let's add sleeping attack for me.
Anyway,
Check on Izzy and Fred. Yes, we will check on them. But first, I don't remember how much money do we get at the beginning. 1,500. If I remember right, I think that was enough to buy everyone at least a basic upgrade. 'Cause this is what I just got for him. So let's get Izzy. Yeah. Let's get her that. And let's get Fred that. And then I can get accessories. So I usually like to build up my characters towards their strengths and make them even stronger in those things. So for instance, Andreas, very high attack. So I will buy him something to increase his attack. And let's see, I can get 2 good items, 1 lesser item, so let's do that. So that's for Andreas. I think I went on my other playthrough, I think I went with technique for Frederick, but really technique or luck. I use his skills quite a bit though, so let's stick with technique. And then, oops, one more. Defense. Defense for Isleir. Is that the ring? No, that's luck. Oh, I do that all the time. I keep hitting the wrong button. I back up too far. Helmet. Helmet was defense. There we go. And then, I hope I have potions. I didn't check to see if I had potions. I have 1. Well, and I have a jade potion, so let's get that equipped. And then we're going to equip our items. So, +5 to attack, +10 to technique, and +5 to defense. Alright, now we're off to talk to Isleir, wherever she is. There she is.
Are you serious?
Ugh, I don't exactly feel welcome. They all seem to be dismissing me without a second glance.
however,
They'll change their minds when they see you fight. Suruk trained you well. True, back home no one could match me. That is until you two showed up 8 years back. One must always be open to new challenges, Izzy. Humph. Go ahead and talk down to me while you still can.
I'll show you.
One day I'll be a legend just like my dad. You wait and see.
That'll do it.
So just you be careful. I might be the one giving you orders before long. I'll bear that in mind. Izzy, I'm sorry to tell you that you don't actually become an important character, or at least not in the beginning anyway. It's funny, like, the game starts her as like, oh, she's a main character, but after a couple missions, she's not a main character. She's just kind of in the background. Sometimes she comes up to the forefront, but most times she's just kind of there. Just weird. Let's see, there's Fred.
There we go.
A mercenary unit, and one with close ties to the government as well. It's finally happening. 7 years have passed since Levi's death, yet I remember it as clearly as if it were yesterday. Every day I wonder, if I had only been a little stronger, could I have done something? I realize that no good will come of dwelling upon it, of course, another weakness of mine, but one that drove me to make a vow, at least. I vowed that I would grow stronger, strong enough that when the time comes, I will be ready.
Do me proud.
We will bring about the world Levi dreamed of, Rias. You and I, together. That we will.
Things are going rather well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, finding out those bandits' plans? Talk about a stroke of luck. I mean, I know you have your ways, Rias, but where did you pick up a tidbit like that?
I simply happened across it.
This is a big step forward in any case. For Izzy as she strives to prove herself, and for you and I as we aim to bring peace to the country. May our dreams spur us on to victory.
And may we three fight as one.
Hear, hear.
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. War looms dark over the Rotail mainland, and amid the unrest, the common bandit Trovelt Shovia sees his opportunity and establishes an empire. Commanding a disciplined army and versed in modern magic, the Empire is a power to be reckoned with. It promptly establishes control over the western part of the continent. Rotail's other nations respond by forming an alliance to combat the threat of the Empire. Despite their combined strength, they were largely powerless to resist the Empire's advance. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However, one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane, on DioField Island, situated off the northwestern coast of Rotail. On the mainland, the war reached a stalemate when the powerful Vermin Republic joined forces with the Alliance. The two sides were now evenly matched. However, localized fighting continued to intensify in a bid to secure Jade, a resource for modern magic. With Jade believed to be abundant on DioField, the attention of both the Empire and the Alliance inevitably turned towards the island. The Kingdom of Alatane, ward of the August, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
I like how they do those story sections and give you the background on the game. It's pretty cool. Having joined Duke Hende's mercenary unit, Andreas Frederick and Isolier quickly secure their place amongst its most valuable members.
Got a sec?
Back already, Rias. Always quick work with you, isn't it?
Right.
What's it been? Only a month since you arrived, and you've already nearly as indispensable as me.
Oh, bother.
Oh, come on. I meant nothing by it, you moody git. Oh, Lorraine was looking for you, by the way. Tell you what, once you've been to see and seen her, you can treat me to an ale. No hard feelings, eh? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's make sure... Nope, nothing special yet. So, let's find Lorraine. Get this show on the road.
As expected.
The work you and your comrades have done this past month has been nothing short of
Andreas.
remarkable. Your strategic insight, intelligence, gathering, skills in particular have impressed me, Rias.
If you wouldn't mind.
I'd say your unit has more than earned the right to join us at the planning table.
How does that sound?
Take a moment to gather your thoughts. Should you need it, then pull up a chair. Failed mission lowers the unit's reputation, and you reflect poorly upon me. Remember that, won't you? Here we go. Alright, complete it. Allow no allies to fall in battle. Complete within 4 minutes. And there's a treasure chest to grab.
Our next mission has come directly from Duke Hende. It will be carried out along with other mercenary units. The target is a large-scale bandit camp in the Regia Highlands, on the border between Centralfield and Westfield. Droves of mercenaries from across the region have been mobilized for this particular task. We will combine to make a large strike force and attack in concert.
So, any questions?
Commander, numbers are hardly a boon when the way to the bandit camp leads through a narrow gorge.
Indeed. Rather than engage the enemy head-on, we could target their leaders in a stealth attack.
Yes. If we take a small unit and set off tonight, we will have a good chance of catching them off guard. Then there should be only a handful of surviving bandits left. The main force can mop them up when they arrive at the break of day tomorrow.
You suggest merely pretending to work jointly with the others to steal a march on the enemy?
Yes. I propose that Frederick, Isolair, and myself form a separate task force for this purpose. I also suggest that you join the main group, Commander Yulzim. To draw attention away from our movement, you better keep up the pretense.
Very well. If it is a diversion that's required, I would certainly help to make it convincing.
I feel we would also benefit from having a talented sniper join our ranks.
The knight-errant Iscarian would certainly fit the bill, Commander. He is one of the mercenaries participating in the raid.
A self-proclaimed knight, no? Very well. I will visit him at the encampment after you set off and ask him to join you.
Thank you, Commander. Now, we had better set off for the Regia Highlands.
I like the cutscenes and the visuals that it does, but I will say the characters look like a little doll-like, maybe, and the face is a little weird. It's different. It's a unique choice they made there. It doesn't really bother me. It's just different, I guess. Some of them look better than others. But I really do like that, the diorama view when the battles open up. Looks like you're playing on a tabletop almost. It's really cool.
I don't really understand why the bandits have started attacking the cliff folk, to be honest.
Perhaps they're after some rare treasures. Or maybe there's been a territorial dispute between those that dwell in the Highlands.
I suppose we'll have to ask them about that, won't we? Though, I imagine they'll be tight-lipped.
Huh?
All right. Then we'd best get ourselves to the base of the mountain. More troops should be joining the main force before long.
Yes. The plan is for them to set off for the bandit camp at first light.
Good. Then we should make haste. Who's there?
Well, well, what do we have here? You don't look like bandits. Mercenaries, perhaps?
And I might ask, who are you?
I am a Scarian Colchester.
He's here already? Wow! Amazing! Commander Jordan works ever so quickly.
No, he doesn't work this quickly.
A legion of mercenaries all attacking at once would lead to utter carnage, and would result in casualties among the people we're trying to help. Also, unlike a regular army, mercenaries are not used to cooperating, meaning they are looking out for themselves, and only themselves. A full-on assault is bound to fail. Therefore, I decided it more efficient to eliminate their leaders ahead of time.
You are going to do that alone?
I prefer my own company when picking out unsuspecting targets.
Would you not think it'd be better if we worked together?
I suppose it might. You do seem different to the money-grubbing mercenaries I've met before. You've piqued my interest. Let us join forces, if only for the moment.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, we'd better be on our way. Get your bow ready, Iscarian. Your famous archery skills are required.
Very well. And please, call me Iska.
As expected, the enemy are focused on our main battle group, leaving an opening for us.
Sounds very much like my time to shine. I'll provide cover should the enemy spot you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Okay, we gotta get it done within 4 minutes to get our extra bonus. Of course, like we said, we can replay missions, so if you don't get something, you can come back to get it later. But I can usually get them all on the first try. That's what I try to do.
Hold on. There's a drawbridge over there.
Makes it more challenging.
It's been raised, no doubt to keep intruders out. But look what's next to it.
Their base is turrets.
Exactly. If we capture it, we should be able to lower the bridge. Let's make it our priority.
Alright, if I remember correctly, this guy, yep, he's on patrol. We can get him by himself.
Let's get
Let's
going.
ambush him. Nope. Get you back here.
On my way. Be gone with you.
Take him out real quick.
Next target.
Move on to the next. Actually, I'll have her grab that. There we go.
Understood.
Let's see. Oh, you don't have stun shot yet. Oh, I didn't buy him a bow. I didn't have money to do it anyway. Oh well.
Be gone with you.
There we go. Take him out as quick as possible so we can get that 4-minute
Target eliminated.
4-minute time limit objective.
We've captured it.
Alright, here we go.
Let's get going.
Let's see what we got up here. Just 2 more, 3 more guys. There's the treasure chest. Alright.
On my way.
So we can
Got it.
make sure we take these guys out. Usually if their line of sight crosses each other, if one sees you, the other one will notice.
Understood.
So let's see. I think that's...
I've got it.
Yeah. He noticed even though I didn't cross into his line of sight. So that's what you gotta watch for when you got multiple enemies. If their line of sights cross each other,
Think you can escape?
they're all gonna come after you. But let's use some skills. Get these guys out quick. Actually, he's already ready to be
Be gone
assassinated.
with you. Target eliminated.
Okay. You guys
Let's
take
get
him out, but
going.
Frederick is the quickest, so I like to use him to run over here and get
Very
treasure
well.
chests.
Got it.
Oh, what have we here?
Because he can do it and then get back quickly.
Understood.
But not quick enough.
Be gone with
This
you.
guy is dead.
Target eliminated.
Now let's try and flank this guy.
Got it.
You get back over here.
Understood.
Got it.
I've got it.
Oh yeah, he's going down. Oh, I forgot to make him attack. Okay.
Be gone with you.
Go down real quick and get 3 people flanking him.
Next target.
Alright.
Very well.
Almost there. Almost there. Take out this barricade. There we go.
Understood.
Let's get going. Got it.
Turn that guy off.
Got
Now let's see. If I move Frederick here,
Very well.
now I can use this frontal assault and hit both these guys.
Push forward.
And also be flanking that one, I think. Yep. Let's get Rain of Arrows in here.
Think you're gonna
These
escape?
two guys. And now this guy's ready to go down.
With you. Next target.
And we can go ahead and stun this guy. I think that did enough damage to him. Yep.
Be gone with you.
Finish him off too.
Next target.
Now I gotta take this archer
Let's
out.
get going.
I have just gonna grab that health orb though. There we go.
Understood.
Yet another foe defeated.
Have everybody grab that except you. Grab
Very
that.
well.
Yeah, so I found my strategy usually is
We've captured it.
sprint. Wipe out the enemies as fast as possible, which means I usually don't use Isoleer a lot. She's tanky and she's good for holding ground, but I usually just try to take the enemies out before they, before they can do much damage to me anyway.
He must be the leader of those bandits. Take him down and his mob will surely scatter.
Indeed. We'll be done with these scoundrels before the break of day.
Okay, now we got enemy skills. And right now, since I don't have stun shot for Iska yet, I'll have to use Izzy's shield bash to stun him if he tries to do a skill. But let's see, let's take out this archer first, because they're pretty weak. Actually, let's line up
Very well.
these guys. Here we go.
Push forward.
And then we can finish
Be
him
gone
off.
with you.
And looks like our
Target eliminated.
Bahamut's ready, so let's just go ahead and use him real
Be
quick.
gone with you.
Should have used him first. Oh well. Alright, who's back here? Okay. Rain of Arrows.
Think you can escape?
I'm not ready for anything yet. You need to be over
down.
here.
Let's get going.
Okay, we only got one guy left. Can't assassinate him yet. All the way. So let's try to move behind him.
Got it.
Oh no, he's targeting him. Oh, okay. So let's interrupt him. So anything that does stun, there, interrupted his skill.
On my way.
Now I'm ambushing him. I can probably get him now. Yep.
Be gone with you. Next target.
Easy peasy.
What a fool I was to let that common criminal pull the wool over my eyes.
The plot thickens. I think we got it in 4 minutes too. Yep. 3 minutes.
I'm not stopping here.
2 level ups.
Excellent work. The bandits soon fell apart without their leaders.
Yes. Thank you, Commander. By the way, I take it that you heard that someone, in fact, incited the bandits to attack the cliff folk.
Yes. And there are knights looking into the matter.
As it happens, Commander, a knight's requested your audience.
Fine, I will see them now. You are free to go. Enjoy some well-deserved rest.
Well, I suppose we should turn in for the night. Hmm? Iska?
Frederick, long day, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Not as long as it would have been without your help. There's a place for an archer of your caliber in our unit. Won't you consider joining us?
Thank you. I know I told you before that I preferred to work alone, that I valued my independence. But I admit, last night, my limitations were laid bare. I realized the importance of having allies, not for my own sake, but so I might help more people than I could ever help alone.
Iska, let me make something clear to you. We are not the highest authority in this unit. That would be the commander.
Oh, I know you answer to Yulzium Jordan. Doing a good job of it too, it seems.
Yes, well, we do our best. So, Iska, what say you? Will you join us?
I will. Yes.
Then welcome to the unit.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Alright, now we've picked up our first range character.
After proving his worth in the fight against Goffrin, Iskarian Colchester is asked to join the unit. He had previously fought as a self-styled knight-errant, having cut ties with his noble family. Traditionally, the Knights of Alatain rule their own domains and collect taxes from their subjects, from which they pay a portion to the royal government. It is a system widely abused by the aristocracy, who have grown fat off the proceeds. Many of these nobles took up residence in Southfield, the southern region of DioField. This area is also home to the only trading port on the island. A hub of culture and entertainment, prosperous on the surface, but below lies a dark underbelly where shady dealings are an everyday occurrence. It is a chaotic place, a melting pot of virtue and vice.
Brian, yes, assassination is OP for sure, especially once you learn how to use it. Once I realized that the cooldown for it reset if it killed an enemy, I realized just how powerful it was at that point. Like, oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. Unlocked the abilities, upgrades. Got Iskarian.
Care to explain yourself?
Hey Rias, what's the big idea? What do you mean?
What in the world?
Iskarian, of course. He did it brilliantly on that last mission, and he's nice, and everybody likes him. It's a nightmare. How do you think that makes me look, eh? I'm supposed to be the easygoing old hand around here. Can't you talk to him about it?
That's not it.
I did, and what do you think he said? I'm nothing without your aid. If we're to protect the people, your strength is sorely needed. How am I supposed to compete with that? The man's perfection personified. Anything else you'd like to get off your chest? No. Oh wait, Isolair said she wanted to talk to you. She's in the laboratory. It's the room by the shop. Well, off you go then. Don't keep her waiting. You're the one doing all the talking. Alright. So, we'll go talk to Isolair, because we're unlocking the ability tree, I think. Take a look at this. What is it? Apparently Jukinde had it brought in especially to improve our abilities. It automatically designs a training regimen based on the user's experiences in battle. And what was the other thing? Never mind. It makes us stronger. That's what counts. Skill tree unlocked.
That means...
Some kind of modern magic, is it? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Yes, let's take a look. Alright. So on the skill tree, the important thing to remember is that you don't unlock skills via the skill tree, you improve skills via the skill tree, except for formation skill, like this one, Shield Wall. This actually unlocks it for all soldier classes. Same thing for Convalescent Circle for Magikers. Fantail's already unlocked for archers, and then Mounted Charge for your Cavaliers. So we have 3 SP, so we can unlock 3 skills. So let's just start with formation skills. Let's get these 2, because they're pretty useful. And I know I'll be unlocking Volcano soon, so should I go ahead and get that now? No, because the mission I get her, I'll get an SP, so. Yeah, let's increase Assassination. To make it even more OP. Because now it will do increases damage by 30% during cooldown. Oh, okay. So if I don't kill someone with it and I'm on cooldown, it's going to increase... I believe that increases my base damage by 30% while it's cooling down. I think, if I understand that correctly. But either way, there's a little introduction to the skill tree. I do plan on having a video detailing all of this, the entire skill tree, at some point. Hopefully soon. Still working on getting it all unlocked right now. But with that out of the way, let's see. Izzy wants to talk more.
Can I tell you something?
So what do you make of it?
Aye.
It gives suggestions for combat techniques, analyses, areas to work on.
I suppose
There's so much there. I almost can't believe
That's
it.
just amazing.
That's what you get when you have a Duke on your side. I hope it'll help me improve my skills too.
You know, that
By the way,
reminds me,
Lorraine said she wanted your feedback on
along
it.
with that,
Commander Jordan seemed worked up about something too. Unnervingly so. Sounds ominous. Suppose I'd better report in. Alright, how much money do we have now? I think we have enough to upgrade Iska's bow at least. Which I always prioritize buying weapons over anything else. Because, I mean, they increase your attack stats in later ones. Will also give you sometimes another stat like HP or defense that might give you 2 stats. But the most important thing for weapons is this is how you unlock and use different skills. Based on the weapons that you have and that you use. So, for instance, right now I think Iska just has a wooden bow, so he only has rain of arrows. But if I upgrade him to a light bow, I also get stun shot, which I definitely want. That's very much comes in handy. And actually I can get him an accessory, and I think I went with luck for him, which improves his standard attack damage. I think it's a ring. Yeah. So we'll equip that ring on him. And we also unlocked our ability increases. So, I think I recommend for, in the beginning in Chapter 1, you're only going to get enough points to unlock and upgrade, I think, 2 or 3 of these, the skills in the beginning, and you might as well just go ahead and do them, because they give you some pretty good bonuses. For instance, I can increase attack speed on Andreas here by 3%, and then the next level is by 5%, and over here I increase technique, so things like assassination will do more damage. So I think I'm going to spend his other point in technique as well for now. And then this one down here can increase his evasion. And then the rest of these, they cost 10. It takes a long time, actually. You got to save up points for a long time to unlock one of these, but they're usually pretty powerful bonuses. And it's worth saving up to get one of them once you've done a couple upgrades on these basic level ones. So, and then over here we have increase HP on Frederick by 50. The next one does 100. This increases the healing he receives. So I think I'm going to focus on giving him higher HP for now. And on Iska we have his auto attack damage, which hence why I improve his luck, because that improves auto attack damage as well, so we can get the stacking modifiers there for that. So we're going to give him that, and then again, this one actually just increases his luck, and this increases critical rate. So let's just do one on each for now. Make everyone slightly more powerful. And then on Isolier, she also has a 1 for increasing the healing she receives. And this reduces auto attack damage from enemies by 3%. So this makes her a little bit tankier. So we'll pick that up, and we'll go ahead and give her 1 on the healing received. And we'll just give her another auto attack defense. Okay, and that's everybody for now. And we've got the right items equipped on everybody. Alright. Let's go talk to Lorraine. Let's get the next mission going.
How does that sound?
Did you try out the new device? I did. It will be a great boon to the unit.
Understood.
Glad to hear that. I'll tell DioField. You have to tell him later. We have a mission to be thinking about. I'll save the details for the briefing, but to put it simply, you'll be clearing up a mess. Take a seat when you're ready. We'll start in a minute. Alright, so here we go.
This mission comes at the behest of House Redditch, one of Alatane's oldest families. This prestigious family has had a strong association with Southfield for a long time, and currently finds itself in crisis. It seems the Daglance Traders Union, their former affiliates, has raised the flag of rebellion, and they're now embroiled in a bitter conflict.
How dare those traders bite the hand that feeds them?
Assisting nobles, are we? Not my cup of tea, but I suppose this kind of thing can't be allowed.
House Redditch has long maintained an intimate relationship with the royal government. They prop up the commerce of the entire region. Duke Hende is helping House Redditch in order to have them in his debt. Isn't that so?
That's the way of it, yes. Now you must make for the Redditch estate without delay.
Lady Walter Quinn Redditch, who brought this request to our unit, is due to take you there herself. Lady Walter Quinn, if you would be so kind.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Walter Quinn Redditch. Forgive my intrusion. I had to flee Southfield at a moment's notice. I should be glad to escort you to the Redditch estate myself. I will do what I can to assist you in any way.
You have our thanks, but your assistance won't be needed.
Those traders and any of that Southfield rabble are ruffians. This will be a good opportunity to bring them to heel.
Very well. All is clear.
Then if you could prepare to depart at once, please.
Joseph, yes. The weapons do also determine your max EP. It's usually in tiers, it seems. You might have 3 or 4 weapons in a row that won't, and then the next tier will.
Central Field Sellswords, are ya? What have you dogs come here for?
You are from the Daglance Traders Union, correct?
Curse you, Zachariah. You cozied up to my dear father only to betray him. Have you no shame?
Well, if I ain't young Lady Redditch, so quick to find new islands. We're hurt, my lady.
It is not too late to come to an agreement. You should stand down if you value your lives.
Stand down, you must be taking the mick. Come on, lads, let's get to work.
I like this mission. It's one of the first little more involved missions that you come across.
If it isn't the government's flea-ridden hands coming to foul our turf.
There doesn't seem to be any prospect of negotiation. We will have to make a stand here.
The barricades should hold against some of their attacks, but they won't last very long.
We mustn't allow the enemy to reach the mansion.
It won't be easy. They'll attack in great numbers. Brace yourselves.
Okay, here we go. No allies fall in battle. Complete within 4 minutes, and there is a treasure chest. Okay, now this is the first time where you unlock editing units. So the way the game works is you can have an adjutant character to your main character, and basically what this does is your main character's determines the stats that your character uses. So your HP, your attack, defense, all that. But your secondary character allows you to use their skills in addition to your primary character's skills. And then the passive abilities also come from your primary character. So this allows you to have 2 different weapons equipped with 2 different skill sets so that you can have more options in combat. It also gives half experience to anyone who is in a secondary position. So it's a good way to keep your units still getting some experience, but if you really want to have everybody keep up with each other, you need to trade them back and forth from time to time. So anyway, the way it's set up now is fine, so we're going to leave that alone. And also, just as a reminder, you can always go back, buy equipment at the shop, equip different things, go to the Institute and upgrade skills all right before a battle if you forgot to do it while you were in your base. But let's get started. Alright, so first off, we just have these guys. There's the treasure chest back there. So let's go take these guys out real quick. So let's get back here, have him take out the archers. It's one of my favorite tactics. And this guy's probably down enough to, yep,
Be gone with you.
assassinate him already.
Target eliminated. On my
Meaning
way.
I can go up here, probably take, oh wow, we can just take him out outright right now,
Be
both
gone
of
with
them.
you.
Next target.
Be gone with you.
The game gives you a level advantage for the first chapter, maybe partway into the second chapter, but then the missions start to catch up with you, and if you're not staying ahead of it, it can become a lot more difficult. But as long as you stay ahead of the curve with the leveling, you shouldn't have too much trouble, as long as you're using your skills and tactics appropriately.
Understood.
But let's see. Alright, so it's just that group down there. If I get down here fast enough, I can blow up those barrels. I think I can do it. Come on, come on. There we go. Yes.
Right away.
Like I said, using tactics effectively. Taking advantage of those explosive barrels whenever you see them if you can.
There's only a handful of them. Split up for a pincer attack.
They've regrouped to approach us from 2 directions.
We can take out one group and then the other, or split up and attack both at once.
Choose whatever tactics you think best. Onwards.
I think here. Let's send Andreas up here. Let's send.
Very well.
Let's go after the archers with our cavalier. And then these guys can come over here and help Andreas. I think. Yes, so let's use shield wall, which will aggro those 2 enemies towards him, and as long as that little blue bar is going above his head, he doesn't take damage. I think every attack makes that bar go down faster. I haven't really watched it and paid that close attention, but I know it doesn't hurt him because I've had people almost dead use that and they live through the whole thing. So it's great for just drawing aggro and preventing damage to other units. So now we can turn and use our rain of arrows there. And we can use Meteor Fall. And then make sure they're attacking.
Right away.
Alright, and then over here, let's use Furious Flurry.
Here I go!
Uh-oh. So, I don't have any way to stun him, so what I'll do is I'll just... Usually you have just enough time to move a unit out of the way before those skills go off. So, let's see what's going on over here. Let's use another rain of arrows.
Think you can escape?
And... she's not ready yet.
Enemy down.
Okay, can I kill him with this? Almost.
Push forward. Victory!
Alright, so let's pick up these orbs.
Very well.
Actually, you know what? I forgot about that treasure chest. Let's go get hit.
Understood.
It's a long ways over there, but... Hey, why aren't you attacking, Dangerous? There we go.
Next time.
I'll send her back here to get this health orb.
Now it's only Zachariah and his henchmen. Shouldn't be too much trouble.
Wait. Something doesn't feel right.
What the? The dead have risen.
Dun dun dun. This part's
Fallen dead have risen once more.
scarier than it looks.
Why are they attacking their Daglan's comrades?
Or rather, I should say, not as scary as it looks. Because they're all level 1. There's a lot of them, but they're only level 1. So, they die pretty quick.
Coming this way.
Oh, mess everybody up. Everybody up, though. You.
Understood.
Get treasure chest. And you. Okay, well, all three of you.
Right away.
Forget, Rain of Arrows, does it? Yes, even at level 1, it inflicts delay. But I mean, look, I'm going to kill all of them with this. Because they're level 1. Well, except for the archers, they didn't die. But they will be.
According to plan.
Oh, they just died.
Next time.
Understood.
You're no fun.
I've got it.
Did I ever get my treasure chest yet? No! Ah, crap. I did a select all and I sent him back.
Enemy down.
Get the health. Well, that sucks.
Here they come again.
I didn't do it fast enough. Get this health, get all this stuff.
Right away.
You start heading this way to help out. You hurry up and get that and get out of there.
Yes, I think this will do.
Alright, got the chest. Now, let's do mounted charge, which is going to kill them all anyway, so I guess this works. Mounted charge also pushes all the enemies back, so it's really good for giving yourself some space and either getting out of there or using an area of effect once they're all smushed up in one corner.
Think you can escape?
Like so.
Enemy down. We're gravely outnumbered. I fear we'll be...
Do not lose spirit. There are no more corpses after these. We must hold out.
Let's regroup. Actually, we'll leave him here because they're going to come across where that explosive keg is. these two can hold the line over here.
I understand.
Understood.
Understood.
Right, range of it? I think so.
I've got it.
Let's do it.
Next target.
Yep.
Is that
Get them all? Caught them all. So then these guys come back over here.
Very well.
Actually, we can end this real quick.
Be gone with you.
Zachariah is nowhere to be seen.
Hold on.
Was he perhaps able to flee?
The undead attack gave him the chance to evade us, and evade interrogation.
And I do believe we got all our objectives too. Yes, we did.
I've learned some new tricks.
Of course, to be fair, I did play through the demo 3 times, I think. And some of these missions I played multiple times when I was building up to max level for the demo. So, yeah, I have a very practiced strategy for winning them very quickly, so
Do you know where your
it
family
makes it look
are,
really
Lady
easy.
Wolfquin?
They sent me away when the danger became apparent. I don't know what has become of them.
We'll check the house, but I don't think we'll find anyone alive in there.
No survivors, regrettably. Perhaps they suffered the same fate as the traders.
We must discover what caused the dead to rise like that.
What do you mean? They're just monsters, aren't they?
Fred, tell me what monster materializes like that. No, this is some yet unknown phenomenon, or a scheme of man. Lady Walterquin, any insights for us?
I do not.
And yet you do possess considerable power, milady. Is ancient sorcery passed down through your house?
No, there's no such sorcery in House Redditch, to my knowledge. I acquired my powers during my time in the church.
During your time in the church? Is that so? Walterquin, if you've nowhere else to go, would you perhaps join our unit?
Rias, what on earth are you proposing? She's nobility through and through.
I gratefully accept your offer, my dear Andreas Ronderson.
Rias.
Wow, I wasn't expecting this.
And we have our first mage.
The unit's latest recruit is the adept magicka, Lady Walterquin, the sole surviving member of the prestigious House Redditch. Many thought her unsuitable for mercenary life, given her aristocratic background. But she quickly proves her value in battle, gaining the trust of Frederick and Andreas. House Redditch had many unofficial ties to the land-owning nobility of Centralfield, and these connections were said to have given them the ear of the Lord's Council. This 10-man organization is a powerful body made up of officials selected from powerful families. Its role is to serve the kingdom by advising the king. Each Lord Counselor also leads a faction made up of lower nobles who seek their protection. The unit returned from Southfield to find a request waiting for them from Biltar village.
All right. Volcano joins the unit.
Hmm.
You wanted to talk to me alone. What is it?
As before.
We've had a request from the citizenry, and it could be quite a tricky one to resolve. Apparently, villagers have been being abducted and put to work in a brothel.
But what about...
A brothel run by Count Horace. He's associated with Lord Kimball of the Lord's Council.
So that means...
I see. This could be tricky if we handle it poorly. Precisely. Which is why the commander seems disinclined to accede to this particular request.
I suppose so.
I understand. Commander Jordan has his own interests to bear in mind. But perhaps there is some way we could encourage him to lend his aid. Unless the help of someone with friends in high places, you mean?
This should do it.
I think I know just the person. Leave the matter with me.
Is that all right?
You will help? Then I will gladly accept it. Subquests. Alright, so now if we look at our map, now we have our first little subquest over here. So let's go, oops, wrong one. Let's go see what that's all about. Ah, that's right. How much money do we have? We don't have enough yet. This is the guy who wants to upgrade the shop for the first time. Looking all over for you, Andreas. What do you need?
To be honest,
I've been thinking that we could do some trading to help raise funds for the unit.
what do you think?
Could you spare a little money for an initial investment?
However,
Do we really need to raise additional funds? We do not lack for success in battle. This won't be a frivolous endeavor, trust me.
Counting on you.
Profiting from trade ensures that the unit earns its keep even away from the battlefield. Well, yeah, it's 1,500. We don't have that yet.
Oh, bother.
Alright, I respect your decision. Although, we do have some weapons to sell. Well, that's not going to give us much. It gave us 1,500, but I also need to give Walt Quinn an upgraded staff, I think. She might already start with a little better one. I mean, let's see. Nope, she starts with the basic one. I think for now we're going to give her a little bit better staff. And we need to give her an item. I like to increase her technique, because she has a lot of area attack stuff. So that's what we'll do. There we go. And when you buy it, it will auto-equip the better one if you select that, so you don't have to worry about going in here and manually doing it. But items, you will have to manually equip. We'll also need to upgrade her abilities. So, increase skill damage, yes. Increase her EP, yes. Honestly, you can buff Walt Quinn's EP so much that I rarely ever run out of EP with her during a mission. Let's see, I still got 2 more. These are all 10s, so let's do another skill damage increase and another EP increase. There we go. Let's see, we got 1 more AP here. So, invasion or attack speed. Let's get his invasion up 1. And let's give him better healing. Let's increase auto attack damage. And, okay. So that's all caught up. Now we can go over to our skill tree and let's grab the formation skill for Walt Quinn there, which is an area effect healing. Pretty large area too, so it's useful in the beginning to get some other skills later down the road that I've found more useful. Alright. Now I think we just have our... Yeah, we need to talk to Walt Quinn.
Have you a moment, Waldquin?
Of course. What is it, Andreas?
It's about the next mission. Seems there have been some complications.
Complications?
The kinds that nobles tend to have.
I see. Complications of prestige, then? Or wealth? Or perhaps both?
You seem to have the idea. Now, I wouldn't want to exploit your social standing, but...
I see. I have many contacts on the Lord's Council. I will try and pull a few strings.
Thank you, Waldquin.
Pulling strings. Alright.
How about this?
I've spoken with Waldquin. She'll be able to use her Redditch connections to pull some strings. Should we really be involving the daughter of a noble house in such affairs? An asset is only an asset if we put it to use. I suppose so. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. I've had a laboratory installed in the room next to the shop. Why don't you visit sometime? Another of Duke Hinde's gifts? Just so. He expects great things from us.
How does that sound?
You'll be able to develop new weapons. I think you'll find it very useful. We gotta do another little run down here, talk to someone else. There's a lot of this in the beginning. Yes, researcher. This is really quite the pickle. Our first true challenge, one might say. Whose are these cold, hard eyes that gaze so mercilessly upon me? Oh, it's you, Andreas, our star mercenary. You are well informed, as they say. You wish to be the first to inspect the facilities, I imagine?
No,
Well, no need to spell it out. I rather think I've guessed the rest already, anyway.
Is that so?
You're here to help, aren't you, with the gathering of Magilumic orb materials? No, I was told I would be able to develop new weapons down here.
No.
Exactly. Weapon development is precisely what I had deduced you were here to help with.
What's the meaning of this?
It was.
The truth.
Indeed. You see, I've been trying to create a more powerful, more stable type of Magilumic orb. But I've run out of a certain rare ore, which is essential to my research.
I can't believe this.
So speak to the commander or Lorraine. I'm sure they'll be able to help you. No. This is not some mere trifle that can be found at a market, but I must have it nonetheless. Lest the ultimate Magilumic orb never see the light of day.
Then what?
Fine, what do you need me to do? Then you will help? Marvelous. There is an abandoned mine beneath Mount Coswell, the volcano. They say the ore can be found there. Sadly, out by the frontier, monsters abound, and most ordinary warriors wouldn't stand a chance. But where soldiers fail, our mercenaries shall prevail. I have no doubt you'll succeed. I'm certain of it. Completely and utterly convinced.
Very well.
Alright, you'll have your ore, and I'll have my new weapons.
Please take care of
Oh, of course. Right then, away you go. There, unlocked a side mission. Let's double check, nothing else going on. Nope. Alright. I guess that's not really a side mission, it makes it a primary mission, but anyway, that's where we're going. I haven't decided if I want to do a little bit of grinding for this playthrough, because I think at some point I may need to. I don't know, though. I guess we'll figure that out when we get there, but I may do that off camera, unless you guys want to see it, but I mean, it won't be the most interesting, because I'll probably just be playing the same mission or two over and over again on 2 times speed. So let me know in the comments if you want the grinding to be part of the stream, or if I can just do that off camera from time to time when it's necessary. Because I want you guys to be able to see a lot of the different skills and abilities and weapons, and it's going to be easier to get those unlocked to do that if I'm able to grind on the side a little bit. But anyway, mining at Coswell Volcano, eh? The royal government likes to get its money's worth.
What do you say?
I mean, it's certainly not the most hospitable place. Will you be alright, Walterquin?
Yes.
It's a little warm, but otherwise I'll be fine. Although, having said that...
What?
Undead? Can't get away from the blasted things.
No,
We are near the frontier. It's no surprise to see a few of them out here.
However,
Still, a horde like the one we recently encountered is most uncommon. At least, it should be.
Well, for now.
Well, they'll need to be dealt with before we start worrying about ore extraction. You know what to do, everyone. Let's clear them out. Indeed. No treasure chest this time, just no allies fall in battle, and complete the mission. Not even a time limit. So let's look at... So let's swap out Izalier because she's a level behind. We'll put her in the lead. And then let's go.
Let's get going.
We should be able to do this one pretty quickly.
Got it.
Send Izalier to hold off the soldier over there. Get rid of this guy quick.
Right away.
Come on, get him before he does a skill. Aha. There we go.
Understood.
Grab those orbs. Go ahead and stun him for a second. Keep him from hitting us for a few turns.
Enemy down.
Alright. Moving on. Who we got next? These guys. So let's...
Understood.
Send Izalier at the front, and everybody else will flank.
Very well.
We'll speed up time a little bit, just to make that happen faster. Okay. Oh crap. You weren't supposed to start attacking yet, you dum-dums. I forget that you get them close enough in range to start auto-attacking. Oh, well, I guess Izalier's flanking them then.
Understood.
Can I get Meteor Fall on all of them? Yes, I can.
Let's get going.
So see, I can still use Assassination because Andreas is my second.
Be gone with you.
So, we can take that guy out real quick.
All right. One down. Got it.
This one's about to go down.
You're no fun.
Be gone with
We'll
you.
get rid of this guy. Ambush really, or rather, Assassination really is like the OP skill in the beginning, for sure.
Understood.
If you're not using it,
Very well.
I don't know why, because it's just so powerful.
I understand.
But once we get the first weapon upgrade and give Waltican a better staff, we're going to have the ability to freeze enemies in place quite often, which
Understood.
is about the same level of OP, if not better, honestly,
Let's get going.
for locking down enemies.
I've got it.
Let's get this going. Let's get him going after this archer.
Push forward.
And then we'll use Meteor Fall. And then we'll use Assassination.
Be gone with you.
All right. One down.
Can we get them all? Yep. We'll just collect these orbs.
Victory!
I've got it.
Understood.
And then break through the barricade.
I understand.
Understood.
Speed up time a little bit.
Got it.
Very well.
Let's line these guys up so we can get them with frontal assault, and then
Let's get
Send
going.
her after that one. Maybe these two attack that one.
Push forward.
See, now he turned to face him, so he's getting ambushed by these two. And this one's getting ambushed by her.
All right.
Perfect.
One down.
Right away.
Grab that orb.
Got it.
Send everybody up this way.
Let's get going.
Now let's get all these guys grouped together and we can do rain of arrows. Another good strategy. Get your enemies, get them to group up together, because then I can hit them with that area attack. Then I can hit them with Furious Flurry here. Another area attack. Then probably finish them off with Meteor Fall. And I'll finish one of them off at least. And then whoever's left can be assassinated.
Be gone with you.
We're not done yet.
Be gone with you.
All right. One down.
And that's how you do it.
I've got it.
Let's get going.
Let's see. Let's have him grab that. Have these three grab the tower.
Understood.
Ours now.
On this mission, I save my TP for
You'll die nice and quick.
this, because I can use one of the big area attacks to take out like half of these guys at once. Numbers seem to be growing. We mustn't get surrounded. Oh, don't worry, we won't.
Got it.
Get everybody together. Alright.
Understood.
Then let's start drawing them in.
Very well. Understood.
Alright, bottom out here. So I can get 3 there. Can take out those 2 archers. Let's do that.
Push forward.
I think I can use this twice in a row too. I think I have enough saved up. Yeah, oh, I got 3 of them. Yeah, and there's no cooldown on this. If you have the orbs to use it, you have the orbs to use it. So it's good if you don't need it earlier on. You can save it up for the final battle of the map or for the boss battle and just demolish them really quickly.
Let's get going.
Let's get that guy a little closer. Can I get to him with this? Just barely.
Push forward. Seize victory.
One more time. Oops. Here we go. Calling the artillery.
Understood.
Let's assassinate him. We gotta assassinate, we gotta assassinate.
Be gone with you.
We're not done
And
yet.
done.
I've learned some new tricks.
I promise it does get more interesting and more challenging later, but it does take, it's like midway or to the end of chapter 2 before it started to really like, oh, okay. And then into chapter 3 is where it really starts to get, there's a lot more going on, a lot more managing of where your characters are at what time, which definitely makes it more of a challenge. But again, I've also, this particular mission, I played over and over again when I was grinding at like 2 times speed. So I know exactly how to beat it every time. Right, now we can turn our attention to mining.
That's true.
The search will be smoother if we split up. I found some over here.
Great.
Perfect. This should be enough to develop a new Magilumic orb. Let's get out of here.
This should do it.
We've secured the materials, now we just have to give them to the researcher.
How about this?
We got what you asked for. Oh my, you did. You did indeed. I knew you would make my wish come true. I was sure of it. And now it's your turn. Show us what you can do. Oh, of course. Of course. It will be my pleasure.
A breakthrough!
Andrus, we did it. We have succeeded in creating a new Magilumic orb. I was a little concerned about whether this orb could withstand the power of the Jade, but as this exceptionally fine article proves, my concerns were for naught.
How about this?
Good. And will you provide it to us? Why, of course. To discover its potential is the object of our research, after all. And there's no need to be shy. It will all be in the name of progress. And we got our second Magilumic orb. Very well. I'll be sure to make good use of it. Oh, one last thing before I get to work. Go on. Well, I was just thinking, if I were to run into any further snags, fine. I'll help you out again if I have to. You have my heartfelt thanks. I will endeavor to make your efforts worthwhile. By the way, I almost forgot. Waltzquin was looking for you. Right. Perhaps her string pulling has yielded results. Very well. Until next time.
I hope you'll come again.
Take care.
Got a sec?
Hold up. Before you head off, come take a gander at this. I reckon you'll get a kick out of it. Alright, so first off, we need to equip our other orb. Down here. This one restores 25% of your max EP and HP to all allies in the area. But it takes 2 charges to use instead of 1. It can be useful, but I haven't used that one that much. Alright, now we gotta talk to this guy.
Got a sec?
Yes, you should really check this out. It's incredible. It can put you right back into battles from the past. It's better not to dwell on such things, eh? All yours, my friend.
Oh, bother.
It's warm as ever, I see. I'll take a quick look, but then I have to go. I'm busy. Oh, climb down off your high horse, will you? Would it not hurt to join us for a drink once? And there we go. Now we've unlocked practice battle, so we can go back and we can replay any mission that we've played so far. So the great thing about this is, yes, if you didn't get a check mark on the mission, you can go back and get it by playing it this way. Or if you didn't get the treasure chest. And you also always get the gold reward and experience reward every time you replay it. So if you really want to grind for a little bit, which it doesn't take too long, especially if you play an easier mission where you can run at 2 times speed, it doesn't take too long, maybe an hour or so every chapter, and you can get yourself, upgrade all your weapons, upgrade most of your equipment. It's really not too bad. Although it does get more difficult. As you get in the higher missions, you can't just always run through them at 2 times speed. Sometimes you have to be a little more careful. But you also don't have to worry about keeping everybody alive either, since you're just doing it for the money and the experience points. Alright, speaking of money. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the shop.
Got a sec? I'm counting.
Let's do it.
Thanks for the help.
Hey.
Don't expect much from this, but I don't expect you to make a loss either, understand?
Yeah,
of course.
right.
One other thing, if there's anyone else with ideas for improving the unit, please do what you can. And there we get our first badge rank for our unit. And we unlock new items in the shop. So now, we'll see... Oops, not equipment. That's not where I want to be. So now we've unlocked the Knight's set of weapons. So you see right now we have the cutlass on him. If we use the harpy, we get it's still assassination and leaping attack, but it adds another 13 more damage. But if we jump up the Knight's sword, we don't get as much damage, but it gives us 7 more defense, and it also changes out assassination for dagger blitz. And then gives us the passive ability where we can do more damage to beasts. Which is situationally good, maybe, but honestly, it's hard to pass up assassination. So I'm probably going to skip the Knight's Sword and just go for the Harpy once we have the money for it. But alright, back out again. Hang on. But the one we really want, I recommend everyone this to be the first purchase of an upgrade weapon, is right here. The Night Staff for Waltquin, because it gives you Frostbind, the Frostbind skill, which it will freeze enemies for about 8 seconds, and its cooldown is 10 seconds. So you only have a 2-second gap where enemies can act, and then you can freeze them again. It's great for freezing enemies to keep them in place while you whittle them down, or to freeze a group coming from one direction to hold them off while you finish off another group. It's just the utility of it, the control ability you get from it it's really hard to pass up. Really hard to pass up. I've used it ever since I unlocked it on my other playthrough. So that's going to be the first purchase we look to get weapon-wise. But you also unlock some new, like we get a stun or a poison bomb, and we unlock the next tier of equipment here as well. So, get to all that in due time. But let's see, what else do we still have to do? Need to talk to Waltquin. Alright. I do hope a direct order for Count Horace's execution from Lord Kimball will be of use to you.
What?
When I asked for your help, I didn't expect you to return with a signed missive from Kimball himself.
How about?
I'm so glad you like it, and so happy to be able to contribute.
My thanks.
You've done that all right. You have my thanks. It was my pleasure. If there's ever anything else you need, only say the word.
Aye.
Oh, I will.
Listen.
Lorraine, we have our pretext.
Oh no.
We do? But how were you able
Anyway.
to? I'll explain in the briefing. Bring Commander Jordan. He'll want to hear this.
I understand.
Very well. Take a seat and we will begin presently. The Horace threat.
Our mission is.
A tiresome task.
But Commander, remember it is vital that we accept requests from the public if we are to keep up appearances. Our status as mercenaries makes us better suited than any knightly order to accommodate Duke Hende's needs.
Oh, very well. Now, on to the details of this mission.
The request hails from the village of Biltar in North Central Field. They report that a number of their young women have been kidnapped. It seems they have been forced into Count Horace's brothel, and it is our task to get them out.
If the Count were revealed to be a kidnapper, it would be a real blow to Lord Kimball's faction.
Not to mention that stifling a rival councillor's revenue would be a great boon to Duke Hende, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure. But we cannot just march into a noble's territory on the word of some villager. The Count would simply feign complete ignorance, and then we would be the ones left with egg on our faces.
I have a plan. Waltquin, if you would.
I was able to secure a private audience with Lord Kimball, posing as a well-intentioned informant.
What?
After the initial pleasantries, we were soon discussing serious matters. I mentioned Count Horace's sordid occupation, and may have suggested that Duke Hende was sniffing around. This panicked our dear Lord Kimball to no end. He ordered that Count Horace be killed without delay.
He'd assassinate a nobleman from his own faction.
The noble Lord Kimball is no doubt attempting to tie up any loose ends before Duke Hende gets further involved.
Here is Count Horace's assassination order, signed by Lord Kimball himself. It is our reason for visiting Biltar. With this, no one would dare question us.
What?
Commander Jordan?
I'll do as you see fit.
Count Horace's domain, Biltar, is not far from here. It shouldn't take more than half a day on horseback.
We should set off at once. I fear for the safety of those women.
Now, this mission has our first boss fight in it, I believe. Yes. It'll be a good one to end the stream on, I think, because we got about 10-15 minutes left, so should be about this mission.
Snap out of your stupe already. There's a band of mercenaries coming for your head as we speak.
How could this happen to me? Lord Kimball, why?
You were found out by an enemy faction. Are you so surprised that he cut you loose?
Well, that's enough, Haddy. I will take the fight to them, and you'll join me.
I'd rather not get involved, to be honest. But I suppose you can have a few of my men.
The enemy looks willing to fight to the death. What's our plan for breaking through?
Doesn't look like they had much time to prepare for us.
Oh my, I didn't think you were one for fireworks.
Oh, it's simply the most logical choice, given the circumstances.
I couldn't agree more. Now, shall we?
We shall. We've got to complete the mission within 6 minutes. No allies fall. And I think I'm going to keep Isler up front because she's still a level behind. So let's go. So first off, we need to send in a Cavalier to get their attention. And get ready to shoot these barrels.
I understand.
Got it.
Okay. Let's leave them there for a minute. Get everybody grouped together.
Very well.
Run away.
Understood.
Now, shoot it.
I've got it.
To Alatane.
I got them all at once. I didn't think I was going to kill them outright, but it did. Nice.
Got it.
I've got it.
Like I said, use the environment. Use that fight could have cost you a lot of time if you're trying to beat the time limit. But if you use that explosive barrel right and get all of them with it, that saves you a lot of time.
The bridge is down.
And the enemy is ready to give us a warm welcome. What do you make of this, Andreas?
The narrow point of access limits how many we'll need to face at once. It's to our advantage.
How reassuring. That's my reckoning too.
Let's get going.
Alright, so this is a good place to use Isler's shield wall. Let's get her right up here in the middle of everything.
Understood.
Right away.
Get up there, and then shield wall. You just want to remember when you do use shield wall, we can't move her or give her an attack order, or she'll come out of shield wall. So.
Very well.
And now they got this one got back turn, so we can take him out real quick. Let's go ahead and use a rain of arrows.
Think you can escape?
And then a full frontal assault.
Push forward. Seize victory.
Right away.
And we'll take out this last archer. And then let's draw a couple more guys in. I'm almost out of shield. The shield skill's about to run out though.
Understood.
And there it goes. Alright.
Understood.
Now we're drawing more and more of these guys in. Let's go ahead and use Flurry here. Let's see. We do an assassination? Yes, we can. Probably get the other guy too. Yep.
Be gone with you.
These guys out real quick. We only have to handle these other 3.
Alright, let's get going.
Now they're all close enough we can meteor fall on them. And then probably get our rain of arrows off.
Think you can escape?
Victory!
And then maybe a mounted charge. No. Let's do flurry again. There's only 2 of them left. Looks like the other one just died. Okay, now they're both almost gone. So let's just finish them off.
They just died.
There we go.
Right away.
Capture this. I think the treasure chest is... There it is. It's over there. So we can go grab that orb, though. The pink orbs or purple, those are your EP recovery. So make sure you're picking those up as you can, because it can allow you to continuously use your skills for the whole mission. Because when you lose and when you die is when you run out of skill uses. That's what will kill you faster than anything else.
What's your take on the situation, Rias?
Archers and magickas are powerful from a distance, but vulnerable at close range. We should take them out first, and create a gap in the enemy ranks.
Yes, that would be my strategy too.
I've got it.
Alright, so here is a good place to use one of our... Bahamut at. We can, because they'll kill these archers outright.
Understood.
We'll run into the middle, get them kind of grouped together. Okay.
Push forward.
Which I think this is going to take all those guys out. Yep. Now we just have the one archer in the corner. And then I'll also go ahead and send him after the treasure chest.
Understood.
Be gone with you.
We're not done yet. Let's get going.
And the rest of them go capture the turret.
Let's get going.
Put the bridge down.
Yes, I think this will do.
By the way, the treasure chests are giving you jade crystals, which are used to upgrade your Magilumic orbs. You have to use Magilumic orbs and a lot of money to upgrade them, so...
Horace must be running out of minions to hide behind.
What was that?
Here comes the boss fight. Two big guys with armor. Real big guys.
It seems they're willing to try anything in order to stop us. What do you think, Rias?
It's a simple, dull-witted creature. We can defeat it.
Nothing phases you, does it?
Oh yeah, so bosses have multiple health bars too. See, they have a red dot above their health bar, which means they have 2 health bars. You gotta take them down twice to finish them off. And they also have immunity to status effects. So once you use a status effect on a boss, he's immune to it for a cooldown time. So you have to pay attention to that. It's best to kind of wait sometimes and make sure you're only doing the status effect on them, like stun and freeze, when you're preventing them from doing a skill attack. Because if they already have the immunity to it and you can't stun them, they're going to get their attack off. So, but the first thing we should do, as always, draw them into this explosive keg.
Understood. Very well. Understood.
I've got it.
Come on. There we go.
Got it.
Okay, so who's using the skill? See, so the barrel stuns him, so he's already had stun, so he has a stun immunity right here. So I'm going to have to move everybody out of the way really quickly. Or I could use mounted charge to push him back. So now, oh, he stopped using the skill when I did that. Does that interrupt? I didn't know that interrupted. Cool.
Right away.
Now I need to get somebody behind.
Got it.
I'll get her behind. I'll try and move him behind. So I can get that ambush damage on him. We do have Bahamut, so we should go ahead and get that off. And I'm going to do a heal on Frederick because he's down below half.
A bit of healing for you.
Heal off on him. Let's get an assassination.
With you.
Finishes off this guy's first health bar. Then the other guy, he's still immune to stun, so I can't stun him. I just use a skill. Wait. I think shield charge interrupts. Yes it does. So we can interrupt him with this. It doesn't do a skill, it doesn't do a stats effect, it just interrupts. Can I get them both with flurry? Yes I can. Let's do that. And let's throw in meteor fall. Rain of arrows.
Think you can escape?
That took that guy's health bar down. Each only got one left.
Got it.
Let's have this guy pick up some of these orbs.
I've got it.
There we go. Have him move back.
Understood.
Let's stun him this time with shield bash.
Here it goes.
If I get him in the right spot, I can use fantail formation.
I've got it.
Let's try and do that. And let's move her up here and try and use convalescent circle. Wait, who's got? You got stun shot? Yep, we need to stun this guy so he doesn't use his skill. That's why I like stun shot. Is you can't, don't leave home without it. If you got an archer, don't leave home without it because you can stun just about anyone from anywhere with it. It's super useful.
Right away.
Alright, let's use convalescent circle so we can get healing on everybody.
I will perform a magical ritual.
Now we need to use shield charge on this guy. Interrupt him.
Take that. Was that an attack?
And let's see,
Or a
he's,
mosquito
I might be able to
bite?
assassinate him. Oh, I have to wait till my skill recharges. Let's get fantail formation going, which will just continuously fire in that line.
Mosquito bite.
Oh crap, we got a skill off. I missed that. Everybody's doing okay though. One's dead.
Let's get going.
Everybody attacking this one.
Mosquito bites.
Good heal off.
Here, a bit
Isolier.
of healing for you.
She's below half. And actually, let's move him, grab these orbs.
Understood.
Who's got interrupt? Shield bash.
Here goes.
I've got it.
Alright, let's start skilling this guy to death. There's Flurry. Not as effective on single targets, but still better than nothing. Meteor Fall. Stun shot? Nope, he still has immunity. And she's still on cooldown. No, she's out of EP. So, let's use our Jade Potion. Get the EP back, so then we can use Shield Charge to interrupt him. That's really when it comes down like boss fights and enemies that have skills, the way to win is keep them from using skills. Use a lot of interrupts. If they get their skills off, they can do major damage. So just don't let them get their skills off. He's still stunned. Oh, but this will kill him.
I won't
so let's do it.
Another one down.
We have it, and we did it under 6 minutes. Got all goals accomplished.
I've learned some new tricks.
There, they're finally getting caught up. Up to level 10 now.
Things will end badly for us all if the sellswords have their way. So they'd best be taken out sooner rather than later.
Your groundwork made for a successful mission, Walter Quinn.
Indeed it did. Eliminating Horace was a simple matter, and all the women came away unharmed.
I would gladly do the same again. Though I never imagined my upbringing would lead me to this.
Never have I met a woman quite as mysterious as that one.
Well, whatever she's hiding, it's no concern of ours. Not for now, at least.
You know, you're quite the mystery yourself, Andreas.
Oh, yes. Andreas is always holding something back, my dear Iscarian.
That's certainly something I've come to realize.
The Granvelle Church. Having split from the mainland's old communion a millennium ago, it exists only on DioField. Its core belief is the worship of Nathal as the one true God. It teaches that the people of DioField are God's children, that praying to him will sate the soul. Its archbishop, Joshua, is an aristocrat with a seat on the Lord's Council, a position which grants him great influence, as well as extensive lands in Northfield. His faction is supported by House Redditch and House Jordan, Commander Yalzum's family.
Andreas.
Good work on your last mission, Andreas.
As expected.
Slowly but surely, the unit's star is rising.
How does that sound?
And as proof of that, we have received a request from Lord Joshua himself, an archbishop no less. To think our name is known to the very highest in the church.
Indeed.
And a member of the Lord's Council, in which role he relies upon the commander's house for support.
I suppose
Indeed.
so.
Lord Joshua may not enjoy learning that Duke Hende's unit is headed by one of his own.
However,
it may complicate things, yes. Still, this will be an excellent chance to demonstrate our skill.
if you wouldn't mind.
Why not visit the library and learn a little more about the various factions in play? Yeah, so at this point we unlock the library, we can go look up the different characters, different lore, get some background in the game, which is pretty cool. Oh, we got Magilumic Orb Research rank. Gives us 4 TP instead of 3, so that's nice. But I think this is where we are going to end the stream for today. So remember, everyone, watching now or watching later, please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Activate notifications if you want to see when I post other content or do other live streams. And we will be doing this series on Thursdays from 11 to 1. So I will see you all here again next Thursday. Thank you all for watching. Keep on gaming.